Hello everybody and welcome again to lyranara.com, your leading resource for holistic health in North America. And today we have another great introduction of a system that will make you become an experienced acupuncturist within hours without learning how to use the needles. It's called Tao Medical System by Bucher Coaching. And it's a diagnostic and therapy device that combines the I Ching acupuncture, modern psychosomatics, and scalar biofeedback technologies all in one. It's a very easy to use software, and we've made already a how to use tutorial video that you can find on our channel. If you're interested in going through the whole software, it's extremely intuitive to use, and it gives you great insights into the conditions of the patients, and it develops automatically a therapy, a balancing system protocol. So yeah, let's today we're gonna look a little bit more at the science behind it and explain everything else you need to know about this system. So let's get started. So this system works with I Ching acupuncture. So first we need to establish what I Ching acupuncture is for all of those of you who don't know already. The Chinese people have had a unique understanding of the human body and acupuncture therapy for millennia. There are 5 acupuncture channels corresponding to the 5 primordial elements that are fire, water, metal, earth, and wood. And this acupuncture system is built like a sequencing system, including different levels which can be visualized in terms of anatomical layers. There is the superficial level, there are the sinew channels, the luo channels, the primary channels, the divergent channels, and the 8 extraordinary channels, as well as the deep level channel. And the body is a whole, and individual aspects manifest on a specific level, influence each other, and the aspects are based on certain TCM principles. There are 4 major relationships between these levels. It's the yin-yang primary channel pair. It's the relationship between the 6 channel joint pairs. It's the daily meridian clock opposite pairs, the 5 phases relationship. And the I Ching acupuncture is also called a balance method, and each of the 6 known balance methods uses essential channel relationships. The balance method is a system of acupuncture points selected based on the old principles of I Ching. So let's have a look at those 6 balancing methods that are also integrated, of course, in the Tao Medical System. There is the balancing method number 1. It's balancing the 6 channel pairs. Then the number 2 is the balancing of the yin-yang pair channels. The 3 is the balancings with the stream and C acupoints. The 3-6 balance method, also called. It's the next one is the balancing of the daily meridian clock, and the 5th one is the balancing the channel corresponding names and positions. The 6th one is the balancing hexagrams. The balancing 6 channel pairs is to treat pain. The hand treats the foot and the foot treats the hand. It's the 12 joints theory, and on the system you select a problem channel 6 channel paired channel, and you do opposite side needling. For the balancing of the yin and yang pair channels, it's again for treating pain. One hand treats the other hand, and the foot treats the other foot. It's a 12 joints theory, so-called. You select the problem channels yin-yang pair, and it's again opposite side needling. For number 3, it is again for treating pain or imbalances on the channel. It also treats internal organ conditions. It's a 1 channel treatment. It's combining the yin-yang channel pairs. It's a combination of the 6 channel pairs, and you select the stream and C points on the channel. Also called the 3-6 balance method. For pain, you select the same side or the opposite side, and for organ conditions, you needle bilaterally. For number 4, the daily meridian clock balancing, it's again for treating pain. You select the opposite channel on the daily meridian clock and the same or opposite side needling. For number 5, the channel corresponding names and positions, it's again for treating pain or any imbalance on this channel. It treats therefore also internal organ conditions. Balancing channels with the same name are used: Yun Ying, Yang Ming, Xiao Yin and Xiao Yang, Tai Yin and Tai Yang, or 1, 4, 2, 5 and 3, 6. For pain, you select the same side or the opposite side. For organ conditions, you needle bilaterally. The 6, the hexagram, balancing of the hexagrams, is for treating pain and internal organ conditions again. For pain, you select the same side or the opposite side, and when treating organ conditions, you select the insertion method based on gender or any method you prefer, and then you select the yin-yang pair channel on the opposite side. But of course, the Tao Medical System does not only work with I Ching acupuncture that we've explained to you in this previous slide, but with a combination of traditional Chinese medicine, I Ching acupuncture, scalar biofeedback, which is diagnosis in remote, and psychosomatic resonances, which is an affirmation method, as well as fractals. The therapy module is based on needle-less audiovisual acupuncture. So you don't need any needles for what we've described to you before. And if you look at our how-to online webinar video about the system, you will see that this is totally needle-less. Scalar biofeedback therapy of the individual subtle fields is used also. This therapy method is using instant sending or broadcasting at long distances. That's why you can do long distance treatment and assessment. So the patient doesn't need to be present in your practice to evaluate him. Only a DNA sample, a photo, and his birth date, birth time, etc. is more than enough to get all the energetic information from him. Third is the psychosomatic resonances based on affirmation and question methodology. In order to find out more about the potential causes, the therapist can here use additional different questions to unfold often deeply rooted beliefs, attitudes, and habits. These are specifically selected for each client. They are generated based on a 64 hexagrams, again based on ancient Chinese knowledge. In the presence of the therapist, the patient himself can or needs to answer some questions, thoughts and beliefs stored in the subliminal as habits, attitudes, emotions, stress, education, current social constraints are often adopted from family structures and belong to one's history. That's why it's important to ask these questions, and they're included in the system. Or because all these little puzzle pieces provide a therapist and the patients with the problem solution approaches. They uncover also subliminal problems that you are not even aware of. Thoughts, emotions, habits, beliefs are very specific electromagnetic signals, and electromagnetism is a form of energy which can be measured physically using the EDS method, which is a skin conductivity measurement depending on your moisture or your sweat, which is strictly controlled by autonomous nervous system, respectively by the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves that make up the autonomous nervous system. Then also the system works with the customized homeopathic and herbal remedies that are being prepared during the therapy. They can be also imprinted on different carriers such as magnetic cards, patches, chips, and different solutions or globuli. Again, you can see how this works in our how-to tutorial that we've already uploaded. There is also in this system an auto mode therapy. That means that you only have to press one button, and a dynamic adjustable therapy can be updated weekly for all registered patients using scalar resonances and broadcasting. So for this therapy, the patient again doesn't have to be present in your practice. They can stay at home. You can also enhance the therapy effects in the system by using a collective healing intention broadcasting. That's another system or method of broadcasting that enforces and supports the healing process. As a big part of the Tao Medical System is the Tao Medical Acupuncture aspect of it. Let's talk a little bit more about it. Acupuncture is a bioenergetic methodology used to identify blockages in the key flow, and those key energetic imbalances are considered to be the real cause of all diseases in traditional Chinese medicine. The key blockages are presented in form of the I Ching acupuncture points, trigrams, hexagrams, and fractals in this system. And again, have a look at our how-to tutorial, and you will see exactly how this works in the system. The energetic profile of meridians and acupuncture points is established using an EDS measurement, so a skin conductivity measurement via electrodes, and EDS measurements are performed by using either brass hand electrodes or spectral handpans. The energetic profile is then correlated with the human body's channels and the levels based on the balancing method 2, which is the yin-yang balancing, and the method number 6, which is a balancing of the hexagrams. The energetically disbalanced acupuncture points can be the result of organ key blockages or specific illnesses diagnosed by the screenings of over 150 pre-recorded programs that are included in the system. I Ching acupuncture therapy is performed by using light and sound, which are energy carriers, and thus can be used to balance acupuncture points and the channels they are located on. And here, under-energized points are tonified using the red light and an ascending sound. Overactive points are sedated using blue calming light and a descending sound. Dormant points are activated with a green light, which is neutral, and a flat sound. Energy needs information, and information needs energy, and therefore in the Tao Medical System there are more synergizing diagnostic and therapy methods such as scalar biofeedback, DNA sample scan that you put in the input cup, as you can also see in our how-to presentation again, and the auric field scan using scalar waves. Let's also have a small look at the software that the system comes with. You see two screenshots here on the right. It's very nicely visualized, and if you want to see the whole software in action, I refer you again to our how-to video that is already on our channel. It comes with two modules that are very easy to work with. The client's administration module to administrate all the client data. That's where you start. And then the specific Tao Medical software with thousands of pre-recorded programs. You have here a control of all hardware units, which is the software, which you see here on the screen on the right. Programs are extremely user-friendly. Have a look again at our how-to tutorial, and excellent 3D graphics lead you through the whole software. It's very intuitive to use. It's not possible to make any mistakes. It has also like some ingenious features to help saving, printing, creating important result synopsises, etc. So you can store the reports in chronological order. You can compare them. You can import them, export them. We show all of this in detail again in our tutorial. You have a very simple and efficient instant licensing procedure after placing an order, also integrated in the system, and the general PC requirements are nothing special. It works with all the Windows systems, including Windows 10. You need Explorer or Google Chrome, and the processors are nothing special. Again, the requirements for them, you should have it already. 500 megabyte of free memory, NTFS system, display, very normal, simple display, and a 3D compatible graphic, which every computer has. So nothing special on the general PC requirements, which are listed, and just listed them here. So you can see that you don't need anything special, software or hardware wise in this case. And here you see the hardware components. Some of them are optional. Then on the left you have the Tao Medical Tuner. Then you have in the middle the acupuncture light pointer and the acupuncture pointer on the right for individual acupuncture. So with the tuner you have an input and an output cup, and you have the two hand brass electrodes for EDS testing. And the input cup is used for putting DNA samples in for a scan. and the output cup is used for creating customized remedies. And in the middle, the acupuncture light pointer allows the EDS scanning simultaneously with color light screening, and the same modalities are used as when applying the therapy over the other systems. Let's point out some of the unique features of the Tao Medical System. It does an automated scan of the patient, and it determines the best acupuncture and TCM diagnostic points. It has automated and customized multidimensional therapy on a spiritual, mental, emotional, psychosomatic, epigenetic, as well as physical levels. So it's a very holistic therapy approach. I Ching audiovisual acupuncture is made easy and needleless acupuncture, of course, as we've mentioned already. You have also a scalar biofeedback therapy included in the system. That's quite unique. You have a remote self-adjusting diagnostic and therapy sequence. You can create customized remedies, and it has a very automated way of working. You just press one button for dynamic TCM diagnostic and therapy, and the psychosomatic support based on the Tao trigrams and hexagrams and affirmation techniques is then generated by the system itself. So there is not a lot of training required. Again, have a look at our tutorial and you will see how easy the software is to operate and how intuitive. It has also collective intention broadcasting therapy. You can determine a health prognosis also in the system and offer customized prevention. You have also this fractology integrated in it, which is quite unique, and it learns and uses for therapy. It's a therapy method based on human fractals that include a diagnosis as well as the therapy. Chinese and Western herbal remedies can be delivered also during the therapy, and this system works on humans, pets, horses, homes, and even businesses. So it's a very, very unique and multi-purpose system that can balance and diagnose any imbalances in your environment, in your pets, in your loved ones, even in your workplace. We have some therapy programs or indications included in the system. Therefore, this is a perfect tool for autoregulation and therapy of all chronic conditions. You have no contraindications with the system. It triggers autoregulating, autoregulation at physical, psychosomatic, and bioenergetic levels. It's a very efficient, needleless audiovisual acupuncture therapy. It's good for allergies and food intolerances, also good for psychosomatic disorders, epigenetic disorders, emotional or psychological conditions, organ-specific conditions such as acidosis, kidney problems, gallbladder, liver, lymphatic system, cardiovascular, everything related to your organs. And has also a unique feature that it has an automated dynamic scanning and broadcasting therapy. So the therapy is self-adjusting every 2 weeks, and it's a very efficient way to diagnose and treat the patients in remote. So let's finish this up by summarizing again the benefits that a Tao Medical System brings you. The patients are screened and treated in a very complex way, as you have seen, using I Ching acupuncture, psychosomatic feedback, fractals, homeopathy, as well as Chinese herbal remedies. There is zero risk involved, and there are no side effects, nor a healing crisis, and the therapy is fully customized to the patient. Light and sound I Ching needleless acupuncture is more comfortable for patients and doctors. And patients can follow up the treatment with customized remedies or remote broadcasting, so they don't have to come into your practice. Many psycho-emotional patterns are being cleared also during the therapy. Collective intention broadcasting module is included. It can significantly amplify the healing effects. In auto mode, the doctors can effectively and efficiently update a patient's therapy with a one button click without seeing the doctor. Patients are also capable of dynamically receiving a treatment based on the remote scan, so they don't have to come to your practice for updates. It is very easy to export and import data from the database in case of multiple doctors' practice, etc. The software updates are easy to install, one click again, and free of charge. So whenever we do an update on the Tao Medical System, you will get it for free. It's built modularly, so the Tao Medical System is easy to be upgraded in hardware as well as software. It's based on excellent features at an amazing price. So we would say it's one of the best values on the market you can find. And it's a unique system at that. So it's efficient, it's affordable, it's versatile, can be used on humans or pets, can be also used for wellness, life coaching, prevention, psychosomatic therapy, classical TCM, and Tao Medical Diagnostic is as accurate or better as the TCM Pulse and Tao Diagnostic Technique. So quite an amazing system, and if you want to see it in action, I refer you again to the video that we have on our YouTube channels where the developer of the system himself goes through the whole software and does a case example and shows you in all detail how this whole thing works, and you will be amazed by how easy it is to use, how fail-proof. And again, thank you very much as always for your attention, and if you enjoyed this presentation, which I hope you have, then please share, subscribe, like. There is regular content that we are putting up on this channel weekly, more or less. So there is much more to come where this came from. Thanks again for your attention and stay healthy. See and hear from you soon.